What if I told you that some of your favorite celebrities have surprising connections to true crime cases that will leave you speechless? From murder to kidnapping, these stars have found themselves entangled in some of the most shocking unsolved mysteries of our time. Their involvement is a sobering reminder that true crime can affect anyone, regardless of their status or fame. As we delve into the world of true crime, it's essential to understand that the lives of celebrities are often under scrutiny, making their connections to these cases all the more intriguing. Today, we'll be exploring 6 celebrities with surprising connections to true crime cases that will leave you questioning everything. From the intriguing to the downright bizarre, these stories will take you on a journey into the darker side of fame. We'll examine the cases, the evidence, and the aftermath, providing a comprehensive look at the complex relationships between these celebrities and the true crime cases that have captivated the nation. First up is the infamous case of O.J. Simpson, which has become a cultural phenomenon, symbolizing the intersection of celebrity and true crime. Nicole Brown Simpson, the ex-wife of the former football star, was brutally murdered in 1994, along with her friend Ron Goldman. The trial that followed was one of the most publicized in history, with many celebrities weighing in on the verdict. But what's lesser known is the connection between O.J. Simpson and actor and comedian Eddie Murphy. Murphy had been friends with O.J. Simpson and even testified on his behalf during the trial, claiming that Simpson was a gentle and nonviolent person. However, this connection has been widely criticized, with many accusing Murphy of being out of touch with reality. As we move on to our next case, it's essential to consider the psychological factors that drive individuals to commit heinous crimes. The murder of Rebecca Schaeffer, a young actress who was stalked and killed by an obsessed fan in 1989, is a prime example. Schaeffer's death led to a significant change in the way celebrities handle fan mail and interactions, with many implementing stricter security measures to protect themselves. One celebrity who was particularly affected by Schaeffer's death was actress Brooke Shields. Shields had been a close friend of Schaeffer's and was deeply disturbed by her murder, which led her to become an advocate for victims' rights and stricter stalking laws. In addition to these cases, there are numerous other examples of celebrities being connected to true crime cases. For instance, the murder of Tupac Shakur, a legendary rapper, is still an unsolved mystery. However, what's lesser known is the connection between Shakur's death and the actor, Tim Robbins. Robbins had been a vocal supporter of Shakur's music and had even visited him in prison, where Shakur was serving time for a crime he claimed he didn't commit. After Shakur's death, Robbins became an advocate for justice, calling for a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding Shakur's murder. Furthermore, the connection between celebrities in true crime cases can be complex and multifaceted. The case of the Zodiac Killer, who terrorized the San Francisco Bay Area in the late 1960s and early 1970s, is a prime example. The killer, who was never caught, sent cryptic letters and codes to the police and newspapers, taunting them with his cleverness. But what's fascinating is the connection between the Zodiac Killer and the actor, Guy Pearce. Pearce had been approached to play the role of the Zodiac Killer in a film adaptation of the book Zodiac by Robert Graysmith, but he turned down the role, citing that he didn't want to glorify the killer's actions. As we continue to explore the connections between celebrities in true crime cases, it's essential to examine the psychological and sociological factors that drive these relationships. The case of the Golden State Killer, who committed a series of burglaries, rapes, and murders in California between 1976 and 1986, is a prime example. The killer, who was eventually caught in 2018, had been able to evade capture for decades, leaving behind a trail of devastation and trauma. But what's surprising is the connection between the Golden State Killer and the actress, Kristen Bell. Bell had been a vocal advocate for the use of DNA technology in solving cold cases and had even donated to the cause, which ultimately led to the capture of the Golden State Killer. In addition to these cases, there are numerous other examples of celebrities being connected to true crime cases. For instance, the murder of JonBenet Ramsey, a 6-year-old beauty pageant contestant, is still an unsolved mystery. However, what's lesser known is the connection between Ramsey's death and the actor, John Mark Carr. Carr had been a teacher at a school in Thailand and had been arrested in 2006 for his alleged involvement in Ramsey's murder. Although Carr was later cleared of the charges, the case remains one of the most infamous unsolved mysteries in American history. As we near the end of our journey into the world of true crime and celebrity connections, it's essential to consider the impact that these cases have on our society. The case of the murder of Selena Quintanilla Perez, a Tejano pop star, is a prime example. Quintanilla Perez was shot and killed by the president of her fan club in 1995, sending shockwaves through the music industry. But what's surprising is the connection between Quintanilla Perez's death and the actress, Jennifer Lopez. Lopez had been a huge fan of Quintanilla Perez and had even played her in a biopic, which helped to cement her own status as a star. The case highlights the devastating consequences of obsession and the importance of prioritizing fan safety. As we reflect on the cases we've explored today, it's clear that the connections between celebrities in true crime cases are complex and multifaceted. From the intriguing to the downright bizarre, these stories have taken us on a journey into the darker side of fame, highlighting the devastating consequences of crime and the importance of seeking justice. The cases of O.J. Simpson, Rebecca Schaeffer, Tupac Shakur, the Zodiac Killer, the Golden State Killer, JonBenet Ramsey, and Selena Quintanilla Perez serve as a reminder that true crime can affect anyone, regardless of their status or fame. In conclusion, the connections between celebrities in true crime cases are a sobering reminder of the devastating consequences of crime and the importance of seeking justice. As we've seen, these cases can be complex and multifaceted, involving a range of psychological, sociological, and cultural factors. By examining these cases and the connections between celebrities in true crime, we can gain a deeper understanding of the complex relationships between fame, crime, and justice. So, the next time you're scrolling through your social media feed, remember that the lives of celebrities are often under scrutiny, and their connections to true crime cases can be both surprising and thought-provoking. So, what can we learn from these cases, and how can we use this knowledge to create a safer and more just society? By examining the connections between celebrities in true crime cases, we can gain a deeper understanding of the complex relationships between fame, crime, and justice. We can also learn about the importance of prioritizing fan safety, the need for stricter stalking laws, and the impact of DNA technology in solving cold cases. As we move forward, it's essential to consider the psychological and sociological factors that drive these relationships, and to use this knowledge to create a safer and more just society for all. If you're as fascinated by true crime cases as I am, be sure to like and subscribe for more content on the subject. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on these surprising connections between celebrities in true crime cases. And if you have any other topics you'd like to explore, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.